right, welcome everybody to the Shoot Brothers podcast. We are the one and only Shoot Brothers, but to all you Shoot ladies and babies and mamas and sisters out there, you are welcome to join us. The road to Wrestlemania continues, and here we are. Right before we get into it, big retirement announcement. Did you hear this?
Big retirement announcement. I didn't retire, of course. I'm Cameron Osborne. I'm the host of the Shoot Brothers podcast, and I'm sitting here along with Shoot Brother Mike.
Mike, yeah.
On
the Bella Twins.
The Mike. Bella Twins. Tell me about them.
They're done, retired officially. Total Bellas, Total Divas, that might continue on, but Nikki Bella and I guess Brie, they're done in the ring.
No more Brie mode?
No more Brie mode. She's mama mode.
Mom mode.
It's a little birdie. Maybe 18, 20 years from now we'll get a little birdie.
Yeah. First off, I think the Daniel Bryan kid versus the Miz kid is the WrestleMania 45 or 50 match.
Yeah, if they both decide they want to get into this career path, then,
which 100% they will. I think when both of your parents.
You got a job at WWE if you want it.
I mean, if both your parents are doctors, don't you kind of become a doctor? Isn't that how? Or if both your parents are lawyers, or
Yeah, or else you are shame.
Yeah, or else what are you doing with your time? The Bella's retirement brings with it the end of an
era.
An era, yeah. I mean, I think there's still a few of them kicking around. We see Alicia Fox.
Yeah, Natalia.
Every so often, Natalia at parts.
But definitely the era of the Divas Championship, that whole thing. Not that there weren't good wrestlers like the ones we just mentioned, but now it's up to the fact where 80 to 90% of the women can wrestle, where before it was the opposite.
So out of the women on the roster right now, is Charlotte the only person to have won the Divas title? Is that something? Did Sasha Banks win it? Did Bayley win it?
No. She was. Charlotte was the only one of the four horsewomen. Paige won it.
Yeah.
Paige and Charlotte are the only NXT alum that won it.
Right. So kind of no one in the women's landscape has. Yeah.
No one. None of the new girls. Like we said, Alicia and Natty. But none of these fresh faces. They've all had the good title, not that butterfly diva bullshit. It was shaped like a butterfly.
Oh, it was pink.
It was pink
nothing says take me seriously than pink.
Yeah,
just make it pink already.
Yeah, but we got rid of that belt. We got rid of the Bellas, but they're Brie's still married to Bryan, so she might pop up now and then in a managerial
the
role. Legacy
lives on. I think you know what? I think I want to say which one's Nikki? I think Nikki Bella had a match on my very first TLC.
Oh yeah,
that I watched at your place. Remember that one?
Yeah.
It was the
Nikki's opponent was.
TLC 2016. I feel like it was.
Yeah,
with AJ Styles
versus Dean Ambrose in that great match.
What a match! And
Nikki versus someone.
Nikki and Carmella. Nikki wins in a no DQ match. Yeah. The Miz and Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match. I remember that.
I do not remember Carmella and Nikki having a feud. That's weird. Oh well.
And Wyatt family won the tag champs.
Yeah.
And Alexa Bliss.
Was that Wyatt with Orton?
Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah.
And then it was Alexa Bliss beat the Man in a tables match.
She beat Becky in a tables match.
Man, this would be a great pay-per-view to go back on.
Nostalgia, yeah. The night that kicked off the Shoot Brothers.
In many ways.
It set the ball rolling, a chain reaction. Yeah, that got us to here.
It was a chain reaction. You know what? And that's exactly it. This would have been December 4th. I was moving out in a month's time.
Yeah.
And this is really where it all started for me. So, Nikki Bella, we hope you're doing well. We hope to see you.
Yeah, she's got a new boyfriend. Cena's out of the picture.
Tune into the Nikki Bella podcast. Did you hear about this? See this? You hear about this?
I think it's a Bella podcast. I don't know if it's just Nikki.
Bella time, baby. Okay.
Yeah, it's Bella good. Yeah. All right, enough Bella talk.
I don't know. I'm not going to listen to it just because I know it's not going to be 100% about wrestling. There's gonna be fashion,
they'll talk about
and
wine,
nails,
fashion, vacation,
Italian things, and just I just can't I can't keep up with it.
No, I mean you don't have to listen to every podcast. It's fine.
Well,
maybe they'll have John Cena on there one day. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Just to hear some stories.
You know what? John Cena was on the Nerdist or the ID10T. Chris Hardwick's thing.
Yeah,
I think used to be called.
I haven't seen Cena on it, but I've seen stuff from that.
Yeah, maybe a year and a half ago or something. Check it out. John Cena gives a good interview.
No, he does. I saw him on Howard Stern years ago as well. And
his interviews are very honest.
Yeah, he's candid.
He's very well spoken. And check it out.
All right.
I checked out that NXT match from the other night, or the other week rather. The five-way.
Yes,
five-way.
Very good match.
It was perfect.
Excellent match.
It was perfect. It was just like it felt like another one of those. It felt like halftime Heat, but with more at stake.
Yeah. No, and like I said last week, Matt Riddle really stood out to me as I don't know. To me, that was like a big coming out for him. He can hang with all these really talented guys. He's just as good as them.
He's just as good as Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream.
Baby.
Yeah, that was fun. I love it. And this happens in every NXT multi-man match where there's that moment where they all do the big hit on the other person. Yeah, and then it's kind of like, and there's the way that it all works. Yeah, so everybody gets hit once and everybody does their finisher once. And then they're all kind of laid out, and that's
just like a conga line. Just one, next, boom.
Such great spots,
but it works.
All these and everyone NXT has a great slap move right now.
Yeah, they've all got a kick or a smack.
Gargano and Ciampa had nice ones. Matt Riddle has that nice knee to the face.
Oh yeah, his great.
Adam Cole's got the kick, and then
the
Velveteen Dream's got the leather pants, right? Which all the other guys are bare skin, but that real Vaselined up leather smack is something dreams are made of. Great match. Cannot wait for Adam Cole, baby. I guess you know what I was thinking about? I think so. Next week is our go home to WrestleMania show.
Yeah. So double preview. Double preview 22 matches or something.
Maybe at the end of this, episode, we can recap how nice it's been to not have a pay-per-view for the last 4 weeks. Maybe just how we can kind of go in and out. Just be like, I watched Raw, I watched SmackDown.
Yeah, and that was it.
And that was it.
But next week, it's what it's all been building for. It's gonna be a long weekend.
It's gonna be a long weekend.
It's gonna be fun though.
It's gonna be fun. Let's kick off with this week's Monday Night Raw. Of course, Monday Night Raw live from Boston, which you got to say, great crowd.
Yeah, no, they've been smart booking all these big cities leading up.
That's
Chicago
great.
Last week, Boston this week.
You don't want to go to Des Moines.
Exactly, fucking Des Moines, Iowa.
Fucking Salt Lake City.
Like that.
No,
yeah,
no, none of this.
Cedar
shit.
Rapids.
You want to go to Boston. You want to go to Irish Town. You want to go to
exactly. Becky's already
to the
over
Cena
here.
Nation.
Yeah, we're shipping up to Boston.
So Raw kicks off this week. With Ronda cutting down another promo where this is
first they announce it, they make it official, what we all expected long, but official the main event.
Okay, so it's officially the main event.
Official, no more talking.
I don't know if we needed that. It would have been.
No, but I mean, we were never 100% sure until the day of the show. Vince McMahon does crazy things, but now they locked him in. Like, you can't change now, Vince.
Because the past couple years has not been a lock. I think that Brock Roman, we all assumed would be the main event, and then
but they never announced.
And then Brock and Taker, I don't think we thought that would be Roman Taker.
Yeah, Roman Taker, we didn't think, and then they teased the retirement, and then he wasn't actually retired anyway, so it didn't matter.
However that works. So our official main event. So we're kicking off. Yeah, Ronda Rousey.
Big heat, lots of booze.
Taking credit for it all. And saying that she's just gonna fucking run through this joke of a career, or she's been doing this a little while.
Yeah. She says, "You're welcome." She drops the mic, and then she picks it back up. She's like, "Actually, there's something else. I'm going to tap out Charlotte and Becky at the same time."
At the same time.
Drops the mic again. She's like, "Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm gonna beat the clock." Oh, wait. This beat the clock sounds like another stupid gimmick, so let's get it over with. And a third mic drop. The first one I thought she might have made a mistake, and she had to finish it, but I'm like, oh, no, never mind. It's part of the promo. So beat the clock challenge with nothing on the line here.
With nothing on the line here, I've never heard of a beat the clock challenge.
Normally they do these like to decide a number one contender match.
Right.
They'll have like 5 guys fight, top time wins, gets a title shot, but nope, this was just for bragging rights, I guess. So the Riot Squad comes out. They're there, and then Becky comes out before the match can start. She cuts her promo on Ronda and the big money contract and all that. And then Charlotte comes out, her little piece, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, on to the matches. Ronda versus Sarah Logan. Logan runs away to stall a bit of time, but Ronda gets a hold of her, beats her up, and taps her out with the armbar at 1 minute, 25 seconds.
It's the time to beat, I guess. I don't know. I guess this is the stipulation.
That's the pace car.
I guess, okay.
Charlotte versus Ruby Riott up next. They fight for a little bit. Charlotte manages to lock in the figure 8, but the time runs out before Ruby can tap, so Charlotte did not beat Ronda. She is eliminated from this thing. Yeah.
Great.
So
okay,
Becky,
congratulations. Okay. So is
Becky. Yeah.
What's this to determine? Did we figure that out?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's not like it's a triple threat, but you're released in
like
your pods or something.
Yeah,
there's nothing. Okay. I just want to make sure.
So Becky versus Liv Morgan. The orange versus the pink before the match. Charlotte boots Becky in the face. What a bitch. Liv says, "Thank you very much." And then the match starts. And then she's in control, but it only lasts for like a minute. And then in the last 30 seconds, Becky fights back. Sarah Logan goes for a move, but Becky gets the jackknife pin and wins the match with 7 seconds left. So Becky beats the clock. She's the beat the clock champ. All the women, they talk trash at each other after the match, and that's that.
They all talk trash. Of course, the segment ends with our obligatory point. Because she's going to WrestleMania. She's main eventing WrestleMania. This is as hot as it's going to get.
Have you taken a close look at the WrestleMania logo and like noticed how it's not symmetrical?
Oh no! Don't tell me that, because now I'm only going to see that.
Yeah, so the W like slants to the left, but the A is like dead straight, so it doesn't look right. Whoever designed that logo is not good.
I'm going to imagine they probably. I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying how it's like slants? A little bit bigger?
Well, like so the W is angled, and like the line follows it. Whereas the A is dead straight on the right side.
Oh, yeah, I see that. I see that.
It just doesn't look right to me. It doesn't look right.
But I think when you're writing out and of course listeners at home, when you're writing out a W, it's slanted with it.
Oh, I get that. But they could either slant.
I see what you're saying.
Just to make it look symmetrical. Anyways, no big deal. Everything else looks symmetrical. It's not a big deal.
No big deal. Everything looks fine. If only WrestleMania was somehow like a what are those called? A palindrome?
Palindrome. Same forward and backwards.
Then all of their logos would be totally symmetrical, or at least mostly symmetrical.
Yeah.
Oh well. Let's hope for a better sign next year.
No, they already showed it. It's like a pirate flag.
Why is it a pirate flag? Is it in like where the fuck is WrestleMania next year?
It is a pirate. I forget.
In Pirateville, North Dakota? Is it in the Caribbean somewhere?
It might be like Florida or
something. Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh no, isn't that like fucking like Buccaneers Stadium where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play? Yeah, it's in Tampa.
Yeah, that's why it's got like the Bucks type
logo. That makes sense. Oh, another.
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa. Yeah,
Florida gets a lot. Florida and fucking they get it like every 3 years.
Well, I think isn't that where they like to be? Like Connecticut and then Florida? Aren't there the two wrestling capitals?
If it's going to be an open roof, they like to be in a hot place.
Oh, exactly. You don't want to take that risk, right?
Well, they're in New York.
That's why.
New York.
That's why like Buffalo will never get the Super Bowl.
Well, they're in fucking New York.
New York.
It's almost Buffalo.
Man, I saw this. It must be somewhere on the network. It was just them looking through the WWE warehouse of all the
Oh,
shit
yeah.
that they've ever used.
All the crazy
and
shit. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
they were talking to whoever is in charge of archiving rings, like the ring setups and all that sort of shit. And they have them all throughout the ages. And they had one, I guess, last time it was in a cold place. It was in New York. I think the WrestleMania with John Cena and The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so out of the ring posts were like 3 holes that just blasted heat through them. So
idea.
apparently, like standing in the ring, it was you didn't feel cold there, or like it was no different like you were actually outside.
Yeah,
They were just
that's a good
blasting
idea,
heat onto it, and then all the lights, of course. That's crazy.
No, that's a good idea though. Yeah, if you're someone like Randy Orton and stuff, or you're wearing next to nothing, it certainly comes in handy.
You don't want the Rand Man getting some tiny nips.
Exactly. Start blading people with his nips.
Start blading just the diamond cutter. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
Let's
back on track.
Let's get back on track here with the match that I don't really want to get back on
Your
track.
favorite
with.
match
So
of the night.
We took them. So Finn Balor won the belt, and then he lost the belt, and now I guess he's back in line to win it again. That's pretty much all that happens here.
Yeah, well, we're a handicap match, but Leo Rush.
Does it even need
I just want
to
to talk
be
about your favorite man. I want to talk about your favorite man.
What, my man?
Yeah. No, not Leo. The man who replaced Leo, Jinder Mahal.
You know what? I appreciate Jinder Mahal's work ethic. I think the guy is super strong, and that's about it. That's about it.
And so Finn Balor, he beats them.
It's
Singh
the
Balor trying to get involved.
headlocks. Like, is there nobody who says, "Hey, Jinder, stop doing headlocks"?
I don't know. I just don't want Jinder anything, but he loses here, so good.
I'm just
Finn Balor
curious.
gets his title
I just
shot.
want to know how this all operates.
I don't know. I think they're over Jinder now. They gave him their experiment. Now they just throw him in shit like this.
Yeah, might as well.
But,
so
yeah.
Finn Balor's going to WrestleMania to challenge Lashley
For the Intercontinental, yeah.
Yeah.
So Lashley's pissed. He beats up Jinder and the Singh brothers after the match. So yeah, good for them.
So at least this has a match to happen. I don't think so both this and the US Championship have a thing to do now.
Yeah, they're booked.
One of these I'm sure will end up being a multi-man match.
Yeah, and one of them will be on the
pre-show. I don't know which is going to be which. I don't think we don't have a ladder
If we
match.
see the Demon, he'll be on the main show.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to bring the Demon out for this. Who knows? It's been so long.
Yeah, well, didn't he just win it? Didn't he when he won the Intercontinental? Didn't he just win it on a Raw? I don't think it was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
It was.
I think and he won it in a handicap match. I think
something like that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyways, on to Times Square.
Way to go,
we
Finn.
found Elias.
Elias, the most important thing, or he said this line where he's like, he can sell out Madison Square Garden. They're really
Yeah, he was dissing MSG, and then another street player walks up and starts playing and singing, and Elias just calls him a typical New Yorker, big ego, no talent, go worry about selling out the subway. So that was the first Elias segment.
Outplayed him a little bit. Yeah, we got a couple.
Oh, yeah.
These are fun. I like I like getting outside of the WWE world or universe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fun to see
going to the parking
the
lot or going backstage. I mean, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, it's cool also to maybe go out in the real world.
Yeah, he was in a different state.
He was in a totally different state. What was he wearing? Was that like a kimono?
I don't know. Yeah, it was raining out, so I don't know what he was doing.
It was odd,
but
that's it. I'm real excited for this performance of a lifetime. I hope they give him like a massive backing band or something, and maybe a dance routine of some
dance
kind.
Break?
No. I mean like a choreographed Broadway-esque.
Some like bunch of girls like. Showtime girls.
Doing the can thing. The Rockettes, I believe they're called.
Maybe they'll do a little striptease at the end.
What? This is a family event. They're entertainers. They're not wrestlers. They're
one of the girls just gets
superstars.
carried away. She gets carried away. She starts shooting those clothes off. But
we don't want to have a Janet Jackson-esque faux pas at this year's WrestleMania.
It'd be good headlines though. Trending #1 worldwide. Nip slip.
That'd be a good. Yeah, but nip slip.
WrestleMania nip slip. WM.
WMNP, baby. Woo! More from Elias to come though.
Yes.
We did get
more matches.
More matches coming up next. More tag matches. Aleister Black and Ricochet took on the Revival in a non-title match.
Let's clarify. But Black and Ricochet go after them in the ring before the bell. Then all 4 men brawl. Good back and forth match. Eventually, Black he hits a double Black Mass on both members of the Revival at the same time.
Ooh.
And then Ricochet hits the 630 for the win in this non-title match. So that you got to think that would put them next in line for a title shot, maybe at Mania.
You would think nothing's been set. Nothing's been set for these belts.
Aleister Black and Ricochet got to be on the Mania card at this point. They've been pushing them for the last 2 months.
Exactly. This some solid action, great finish. Black and Ricochet outsmarting the Revival for a second. And that's fun.
Yeah, the Revival. Ever since they won the titles, they haven't had a big victory. Then they've just been squeaking by and losing these non-title matches.
It's funny. You're 100% right. I think they won it around maybe on the Christmas episode. I think somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
But it seems like all the tag matches they've been a part of have been good.
Yeah.
It's when they throw. I think when we've had tag matches on Raw that have been sub what they could be are when we're throwing those single stars in there. It's that Finn Balor, Braun versus Baron Corbin and whatever those type of things might be, right? But like the Revival, Rude and Gable, Black and Ricochet, all putting in some. I think we saw Heavy Machinery a bit too. Even all putting in some good work. Yeah. Good stuff.
No, it's nice to have some actual teams building up a bit.
And we'll see what happens with this match also. We don't know.
Yeah, they got 1 week to book a tag title match. Neither tag title has been booked yet for me.
But you know what? And they're going to do this. They're going to... And this is what sucks. They always post something on Twitter that I don't see. And then it's you who ends up telling me this. It's like shit like this.
I don't even see it through Twitter. I just get like my daily wrestling news up.
Exactly.
Everything's all in one.
But it just seems so weird. I'm trying to watch. I watch the TV show every week, and it's like, how the fuck did I not know about this?
Yeah. Well, sometimes we both don't know. We're like, we'll preview. We'll do our preview for the pay-per-view. All the weekly television's done, and then the next week we're like, well, 3 matches were different than what we.
God. And it's just like that takeover. Or sorry, not as in the NXT takeover. What I mean is, they say 1 billion followers on the internet, right? How many people follow all of their things? If they're on like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, there's definitely a bunch of people, right? I follow them on YouTube.
Yeah, there's definitely.
And that's about it. That's how I support them. I give them.
I follow the individual wrestlers on Instagram.
There you go. I'm sure they make money from it somehow. I mean, I don't feel bad. Next up, we had I think we had a little promo here coming up next. A very, very angry Drew McIntyre storming his way down to the ring, demanding answers from Roman Reigns.
Yes, Roman or Joe. He talks about how he beat Rollins last week, the #1 contender for the Universal title. And he brings up his family.
Yep.
I guess Roman's
brings
family
up his
put
daughter.
them through a risk. Yeah, risking his life again when they know he's going to lose. So Roman's had enough. Gets in Drew's face, says he accepts his challenge. Yeah, there's the dog, the big dog. So he gets
the big
serious.
Dog.
He accepts the challenge, but what he says next is not coming from Roman. It's coming from Joe. Don't you ever run your mouth about wife and kids. So Roman punches Drew, beats him outside the ring. They get back in the ring, and Drew hits a low blow and then hit the Claymore.
The old Shinsuke. The old.
But we got a match.
Got a match at Mania. This isn't what I saw. This isn't what I saw coming. I think when Roman came back, I was hoping for the Baron Corbin squash.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. With a freed angle up as well.
But maybe instead Roman can actually put on like a solid match.
Yeah. Either way, the crowd's going to be behind Roman, and he should get the win his first back match.
Yeah.
Or his first match back, sorry. Yeah.
His first back match. Now that would be a stipulation. Like you have to lie on your back, or I don't know. We'll make that work somehow. You can only hit the person in the back.
Yeah,
First
but Drew wasn't done. Afterwards, Ambrose. Remember him? He's back. He hasn't
left.
Live.
I keep telling you, he's never leaving.
All right. Afterwards, Ambrose, he walks up to Drew. He's like, all right, one more match. Let's do it. Last man standing. Drew accepts. So there you go. Boss and hug.
An LMS. An LMS coming up
BNH. BNHC. Boston Hug Connection's out next. But like they like to do, it's not for a tag match. It's just one-on-one. Sasha versus Natalya. Beth Phoenix is with Natty, of course. During the match, of course, again, Nia and Tamina have to come out to ruin things like they always do.
They have to. There's no way they can't be on TV.
Yeah. So Beth gets in there. She picks up Nia Jax for a moment. The crowd popped for that. She had her on her shoulders. And then Nia gets away, but Beth hits the glam slam on Tamina, which I always liked. It was a good-looking move.
It was a good-looking move.
Yeah, so she stands alone in the ring with Natty. And then Beth steps on the women's tag title as Sasha and Bayley try to leave. So she's like,
I want it. This segment, this worked to set up our WrestleMania thing. I had my two thoughts coming out of this were, one, I thought of all the people who weren't on Raw or SmackDown this week, and that Nia Jax and Tamina were. I often do think about that every time they're on. And I'm like, no Andrade, no
fucking
no
Lacey
Samoa
Evans,
Joe, no Lacey Evans for the first time.
I know,
in like
for Raw and SmackDown. She missed the whole week. I was very upset about it.
Crazy. You know what? I didn't really hop to my mind, but I know.
She was not on either show.
She was not on either show. God damn it!
Since the Royal Rumble. Anyway,
Beth Phoenix did a great. She is fucking.
She's looking
strong.
Good. She's looking good, and
it really. I don't know what it goes to show, but I mean, I think there is something to be said about, someone coming out of retirement, or doing. She does commentary for a lot of the women's shows, but something coming out of retirement and being strong enough to lift both of those people, Nia Jax and Tamina, and nobody else can do that. Like, I just kind of thought to myself for a second, like, Is the rest of the roster really trying as hard as they should be? Because this 40-year-old woman, approximately, I'm gonna say, who has obviously worked out her entire life and is in great physical fitness, she was able to do something in one match that an entire division has not been able to do. I don't know what who do you think the strongest?
I think Ronda picked up Nia at one point. I think she gave her like.
Okay, Ronda. There we go. Okay, so
yeah.
It just it just kind of made me think: have there been anybody else on that roster who has picked up Tamina or Nia? Yeah, you're right. Ronda did give her that throw around a bunch,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just I don't know. Hopped in my mind.
No, Beth, good for you, Beth. She looks like a jacked Christina Applegate. Similar face, in my opinion.
But yeah, that was great. So I hope she does that again. I hope she does something else super super strong again at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll get her little moment.
Maybe she can
match.
Lift up both Iconics or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And there's something.
Yeah, 2 Iconics equals 1 Nia, so it's probably about fair.
Yeah, but right after this match, backstage, she asked Sasha and Bayley about what happened, and that's where they make it official that they will take on all the women at Mania. So, yeah.
Taking them all on. Thanks, Charlie.
So I'm happy. The Iconics are in. Thank you, Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie.
And there was also one other thing in between. The Hart Foundation announced for the Hall of Fame Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, but they're missing Jimmy Hart, which is kind of strange. He was a big part of the Hart Foundation, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. But anyways, this makes Bret another. Bret is another of the 2-time Hall of Famers. They're making like 3 or 4 of them this year. It's
yeah. There's going to be a lot. Well, I think it sounds like when all is said and done, there is going to be a lot.
Like this year is almost all groups going in, except for like Tori Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Honky Tonk Man, Tori Wilson. Anyways.
Oh yeah, the honk. Forgot about him.
He's the other solo guy.
Yeah. So that'll be. But I'm not gonna watch the Hall of Fame live.
No. I think
a couple years I've watched it, but
I just checked my calendar. I have to not. I can't. I'm not watching Takeover live.
Oh.
Yes, I'm seeing Ari Schaefer or Ari Shafir, depending on what you call him.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Comedian, funny guy. Yeah, he's
just doing a stand-up set.
Yeah, here at the Danforth Music Hall, and
cool. I like that play. I like that venue. I saw Prozac there.
There you go.
Yeah,
got a digital disease.
Yeah, no, Ari Shafir is a funny guy. I see him on podcasts.
It's all over
Joe Rogan's, Joey Diaz, or he's got that. What's that? He's got that series on YouTube, like "What's the Worst Could Happen" or something. Or
this isn't happening.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I watch those videos. Those are always funny. Yeah. Comedians just telling crazy ass stories.
So I will be watching Takeover a little bit tardy on that.
That's fine. I won't spoil anything.
So no spoilers. Thank you.
I probably won't be watching the G1 Supercard live on that Saturday, right?
Oh shit! Right,
the G1
right. The Takeover's Friday and the G1 is Saturday.
Yeah. Right. Why is it the Saturday you can't miss?
Okay, yeah. I'm busy the Saturday. Okay. There we go.
Yeah. So you can see Takeover. I think we should maybe delay covering the G1 Supercard a week if we're going to cover it or review it.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah. We'll see how.
Do you think it'll be a lot
out.
to cover? Anyway, yeah.
A 4-hour show. Jesus Christ.
But
because that's
I plan on watching it, but
all the matches and all the hilarious banter. I mean, there would be no time. This would just keep going.
Yeah. No, if we have to cover Takeover, WrestleMania, Raw, and SmackDown, throwing in another pay-per-view will be pretty hard.
Yeah, but, we'll play that one by ear.
Yeah, we'll play it. Back onto the real life thing. We have a blissful moment.
The real life thing.
Yeah,
so we have a moment of bliss with Alexa Bliss. We know something special because her setup's in the middle of the ring, not like her normal entrance
not the top
ramp.
Of the ramp.
And by the way, I don't know whose decision this was. Maybe it was Fit Finley's. Maybe it was somebody else. Putting her right by the entrance ramp just makes her so susceptible to interruptions. They should be moving her as far away as possible so she can just kind of, be uninterrupted. So great move. Whoever chose that. I was buying it. So we had a moment of bliss with Braun Strowman himself to address the recent beefing with Colin Jost and Michael Che, our two special guest correspondents.
Yeah. So
live via satellite.
And right before this, Bliss takes credit for the women main eventing, which is great.
Okay.
I love her.
Way to go.
And her fully studded shirt here was awesome as well. She looked like a heavy metal singer.
She loves studs.
Just like full studs, like the sleeves, the collar, everything. She's fucking great.
She loves her studs.
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, the SNL guys are on satellite. Is it Colin Jost? He's the one that put on the Yankees cap to get the boos from the crowd.
Yeah, it's a classic Heat.
The Heat.
You got Red Sox, you got Yankees.
In Boston.
Of all things, so that was great. And
so they try to explain themselves and their situation. They ask Braun to get an autograph from Brock Lesnar while they're there. So Braun tells Colin to enter the Andre the Giant Battle Royal to make things right. So and then his other buddy, he agrees. He's like, yeah, sure, you're in the match. And then Colin's like, oh, and yeah, Che, he's gonna be in too. So Braun says, Alexa, make it official. And she's like,
hell yeah, okay. And it is official.
So they're in. It's official, yeah. Yeah, why not? I'm sure. They better not win, right?
I don't think they'd win. No, they'd have Braun.
The
crazier things have happened. No, I think they'd have Braun.
But no, yeah, they'll be in there. Braun Strowman will chase him around, and then something will happen.
It's
maybe they'll cause Braun to get eliminated, and then he'll chase him backstage, and then we'll get the Benny Hill for the rest of the
night. Just like them walking in and out of Gorilla and just missing each other.
Yeah. And then they run by Finley, and Finley's in there, and they all start
running after Fit Finley, and then suddenly I like shit like this. Shit like this is entertaining to me. It's just, and I think we said something similar last week. Like, why does this have to involve Braun Strowman? This would be 2 years in a row of a comedy angle, and I don't really remember what he was doing the WrestleMania before that.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember either, but. I guess they figure, we're giving you some sort of storyline. It's either this or nothing. So
and I'd be curious just to call as our wrestling year winds down to then kick up again, because the past 2 years he's been booked as unstoppable like at Elimination Chamber, unstoppable at Royal Rumble. Gets all anytime there's some kind of battle royal, he crushes through that, and then at the end of the wrestling season or year, he slows down into a comedy angle and then comes back, and then
he can never win the big one.
At Survivor Series, he'll get all 5 eliminations or something. He always keeps coming back to this. But I find this entertaining enough, so 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. It gives the battle royal a storyline, so whatever.
I feel bad for all. I feel bad for all the other people in that battle royal because they are just going to be either like fodder for.
We don't even know who they are until the day of the show.
It's going to be like,
oh, okay,
yeah, Killian Dane, and I'm like, I feel bad. Like, there's no chance you're going to win.
Yeah, the Ascension's in there. You're like, oh, maybe Connor can win this one.
Maybe this is Connor's year. Come on, Connor.
Yeah. They're like, which one's Connor? And, oh,
I couldn't tell you. That's for sure.
That's the thing. They're not even twins, but I can tell the Usos way more easily.
I feel like because I can guess. I don't know. I just feel like I have some kind of a guessing point. I'm like, Jimmy. It's like, no, that's
Jimmy.
Jay. I'm like, okay, I was close enough. Coming up next, did we have?
We had Gable and Rude come out for a live Snickers commercial.
Was that live?
Well, so
No,
I think they
because
filmed it earlier on in the night, and then they aired it live.
Yeah,
but
because I saw it the next day. I got a laugh. I got a laugh out of that commercial. I got to say.
Yeah, it was funny. So Gable's on the pedestal. Rude's coming out late. They fall down, and then they try to get the pose.
Smacks him in the face.
And then the "You're not glorious when you're hungry" spot. So there's. Last year they had some funny ones as well with Snickers, like Bailey getting all mad.
I got to kick.
She's like pissed off.
I got to.
Like, are you hugging kidding me? What the hug is going on over here? Hugging hell. Yeah.
I got a kick out of it.
Yeah,
way to go.
I love Snickers.
More,
great chocolate bar.
Snickers, it satisfies. I mean,
it is.
If
I'm really hungry and I just have one chocolate bar to pick, I'm picking a Snickers.
Pick a Snickers. The Shoot Brothers podcast brought to you by Snickers.
Feel free to send us a box.
P.O. Box 4312.
Yeah, 42069. Huh?
Anaheim, California.
No.
Wait, did you just say 50-50 booking?
No.
Oh, I thought you said 50-50 booking because coming up
next?
Coming up next, we had Baron Corbin taking up Apollo Crews as we gear up.
Is it Apollo Crews or is it Apollo? I don't even know.
I don't even know anymore.
Anyway.
There's too many people with 2 names that are losing.
I'm surprised Baron still has Baron in his name.
Yeah, or just not Corbin. Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. We'll get there someday, though. You heard it here first.
The Baron. He should start wearing like military outfit. I am the Baron.
Yeah, he needs to change a lot about him. Actually, let's start there. Let's start there. So we're gearing up towards this Kurt Angle Baron Corbin match at Mania. Kurt Angle's final match ever. And so Baron Corbin has to get the win here, and then he beats him down after the match a little bit over Apollo Crews. Just we had to put Corbin over, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry,
Great.
Apollo.
Coming up next, Seth Rollins came out, or I think maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I can hear.
Or maybe, Elias came out a couple more times. We kind of covered those. We covered those already.
We covered the MSG, yeah. We covered the main stuff.
We covered those already. Seth Rollins comes out to just kind of talk to us about WrestleMania 35, Brock Lesnar, how...
Paz slaying the beast, burning it down, and then Paul Heyman comes waddling out.
Waddling out like the Penguin. So Seth Rollins gives this line in this promo... where he's like, I was like visiting like a charity today, or he said that's how he starts it off. Do you remember the one I'm talking about right now? I don't sound crazy.
Not particularly.
Okay. So, anyways, he was just kind of running down a list of people who like inspired him. He was like, Bret Hart, Ric Flair, Triple H, he was like, he was saying like he wanted to be the champion that people looked up to, and Brock Lesnar doesn't give a fuck about those little kids who want to, be inspired and all that kind of shit. Yeah. And it was totally like, imagine being like a 6-year-old and WWE is your thing. Like, picture you as a 6-year-old, WWE is your thing. You love it. You want to be these people. You look up to these people, and the person who has the fucking belt's not even there.
Yeah.
Like if you were 6, like you don't think about it like a 28-year-old, like you are. Think about it like a 6-year-old. Like, yeah, you'd be fucking crushed.
Yeah, you're pissed off. You want the championship. You want the belt.
You want the belt. You want Seth Rollins because everyone loves Seth Rollins. So yeah, that was a part of the promo that really I was like, shit, that was good. You got me. You got me there.
No, I dig it.
And then yeah, somewhere after this, Paul Heyman waddles.
Yeah, he waddles out,
in. He waddles out.
he says the match is now a handicap match: Lesnar versus Rollins on the entire WWE universe. As Heyman is done and ready to leave, Rollins comes up the ramp after him and he scares him onto the ground. So Heyman's just cowering in fear, and he tells him one last time that him and the universe are going to burn it down. Then he just drops the mic on him.
So that was one of the riskiest moments that I have seen in a promo.
The mic drop?
No, not the mic drop, because so now Seth Rollins has kind of gotten himself 2 different 3-word catchphrases. Yes, slay the beast and burn it down.
Yeah.
So
he
when
he
let the crowd say burn it down, but it could have been slay the beast, or worse, it could have been half of both. So that you would have gotten like at WrestleMania, because he kept using we's. He kept using like saying like we will beat Brock, and at WrestleMania we will. And then just like, best. We could have gotten
they got
that.
it, though.
They all got burn it down. It made me thinking, and every time I think about this every single time Seth Rollins comes out, when you and I got to burn it down at Raw this past summer. And it's a great it's a good thing to chant.
It's such a little thing, but yeah, for like the first 3 years they didn't even have that.
And
one day he came out and they added it to this. It's such a little thing that adds so much.
And everyone, because Seth Rollins, I mean, he's top face right now. He's top face on this card. And a match that, will not disappoint when we see the result, I think. Or it could disappoint us beyond our wildest beliefs. So
yeah, all we know is it's not the main event.
I guess, all we do know is that it's not the main event, so it could be our match before the main event. Who knows? Next week we do see Brock Lesnar, though, so...
to go home.
There's going to be an F5 or a curb stomp or a...
We'll
see. Also, again, Paul Heyman got to stop using the term F5 as a verb. When you get F5'd, it's like I can't think of a proper name that's also a verb. Anyways, that's a nitpicky thing, but we're moving on here, of course, to Kurt Angle.
Yes. The farewell tour continues.
So I guess
last time in Boston.
Last time
versus Samoa Joe.
Last time versus Samoa Joe too, which is cool. This week, Kurt Angle was taking on a couple people who we've seen a lot in his past, in his Impact TNA past. So
these two had one of the biggest feuds in TNA history.
Yes,
Samoa Joe, and Joe cuts a quick promo on Kurt before the match. Doesn't directly reference TNA, but it references their history.
They have to say around the world. They can never just say in TNA. They're like, no,
Florida.
Around the world.
What was it last week? They said something, though, like you were down getting a tan with Dixie Carter. Or something.
Yeah, anytime they talk about New Japan, they can never just say, I think whenever they can just say the words Japan. They won't say in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
AEW.
Mauro Ranallo used to reference them all. He'd be like, former Intercontinental IWGP champion.
But that's why only Triple H thinks Mauro Ranallo's cool. Because Triple H gets it. Triple H is like, there's actually a lot of other wrestling promotions out there.
Yeah,
and Vince is
not a bad thing.
Maybe not on that same wavelength. But anyways, we did get a match between Kurt Angle and Joe, which was fantastic.
Yeah, Joe gets the sleeper on Angle, but Angle rolls him up into a pin, and he gets the win.
And we got a couple Angle slams here. This was great. It was Samoa Joe moving over to Raw for a match, which was also probably a lot of fun for those involved.
Yeah,
and
nice surprise.
Congratulations to Kurt.
Farewell tour.
Farewell tour.
Only got a couple more stops.
On that Kurt Angle farewell tour. Get your tickets now.
Yes, get the shirt.
Get your tickets because Triple H was making his way down to the ring next. Of course, we've discussed here on the show before the 3 separate attires of Triple H. There is a suit, definitely not going to fight. There is jeans and leather jacket. Hey, I could fight, but I don't really want to. And then just like in-ring attire, which is like, hey, I'm ready to go. So he's on the medium level right now. Triple H storms down to the ring in his jeans. He's got his leather jacket. It's got to be hot under that leather jacket.
But before he can say anything bad, he has to congratulate the 3 women on being in the main event.
Of course.
And congratulations to every woman in the back who's ever stepped in the ring. They should all be proud. This was not given; it was earned.
Of course, and Triple H's involvement in signing Rousey was definitely part of it, right?
Right.
You know, he helped forge this together. Also commented that Boston gave him a commercial break length standing ovation, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, I mean, why not? I mean, if you're in the middle of a standing ovation and everyone's still standing, you just kind of keep standing, right? Isn't that kind of how it works? Just might as well just keep standing. Where he comes in to read off a letter sent from Batista's lawyers, stating
he struggled getting this thing out of his jacket.
He did. He made a little joke about
he's like, I'm putting the envelope over.
He said like, I'm doing the envelope's job.
Yeah,
like building the suspense. So
thing.
Batista will not compete at WrestleMania unless a few of his stipulations are met.
Yes, this is a letter from his lawyer.
Right, and one of which included that the timing doesn't fit in with his shooting schedule, and that we should actually just move WrestleMania.
Move the date of it. Yeah, that was pretty funny. He talks about if you want me to appear, you got to give me what I want, what I really want. Yeah, so he breaks it to Spice Girls for a moment. Hunter was just having fun tonight.
Yeah, this was good. Yeah, this was good. It felt, it felt a little improv in places.
But they finally get to it. He says he wants Hunter to put his career on the line at Mania. So if he loses, he never wrestles again. So Triple H says he won't let Batista quit again. He calls him a self-deluded douchebag, and he accepts. So one more step. There you go. No holds barred, career on the line.
Career on the line, which is crazy because we've given some predictions before about what we think this match will be, and we've said in the past that, hey, Triple H will wrestle again. So he might not. Is this the last time we're going to see Batista and Triple H? This is a twofer?
And Kurt Angle.
There's 3 of them.
And Ronda Rousey.
Ronda.
And Brock Lesnar.
And Brock. Oh, my God. What's going to happen? I don't know. If they're just going to gut NXT and just make all these guys superstars?
Yeah.
I'd be up with that, actually.
Hell yeah. I'd be up with that. And down with it.
Great promo from Triple H. Can't wait to see maybe if we see Batista next week. Next week's Raw is going to be packed.
They're just going to be push, big angle.
Raw and SmackDown. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if there's actually like no matches. Let's get all the drama flowing for every segment. You know what I mean? If there's going to be 26 matches on the WrestleMania card, okay, let's build them all. Let's slowly build. Let's give each match 20 minutes, or like one kind of pre-commercial break. And make that happen this way. Okay, we're moving on to our main event of the night. Let's
main event.
And we're not talking main event that they film before.
No, it's such a weird title for that show because no one watches it.
Nothing
watches near the main event.
Like, why do they even do it? I'm not going to ask. Anyways, we do have this last man standing match with Dean Ambrose versus Drew McIntyre.
Get some kendo stick action early on. They were hitting each other pretty good with this thing.
Yeah, they were. I think
Drew had it like in his mouth at one point, like trying to shove it down his throat or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. And Dean jumped off the top rope off into the side area out of the ring.
Yeah.
A lot of good guys. These guys just going full at it for like a couple. This is 2 matches in 3 weeks now that these guys have had.
Yeah. Yeah, we get some chair in there. Dean gets a table at one point, sets it up in the corner, but Drew picks him up and slams him through.
Pew.
Ambrose gets up before the 10, but then he's hit by a Claymore, and Ambrose cannot get up this time. So Drew is the winner, and he celebrates to end Raw. And that is the last time we ever see Dean Ambrose.
Well, you got it. So that was it. You think that's it?
He's done. Well, maybe one more fist bump with the Shield. I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think that might be the last time we ever see him on Raw.
One final fisting. Well, hey, there you go. That could have been the last we saw of him, just getting put through a table. McIntyre goes over.
I don't know why he came back just to get beat again. He was already beaten down good from the last one.
Because he's not gone. Because he's gonna save Roman at WrestleMania from a similar demise.
And then the final fist bump, and then he's gone.
No, there's no gone though.
There's no gone.
There's no gone.
Then this has been some terrible booking for him.
I hope he's gone, just so the sake of you could be like, okay, that's why he was booked terribly. Because that's why it was booked terribly, just so that could happen. Okay, and that was
That's Raw. That
was Monday Night Raw. Okay, so like we do at the end of Raw, Mike, do you want to take a little break? Do you want to move right into SmackDown? What do you think?
Yeah, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and then maybe we'll do the trivia before SmackDown, or jump right into SmackDown, or...
Sounds great.
All right, yeah. Take a quick break, and I'll be right back.
Quick break.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah.
Welcome back to the show. Cameron Osborne and Mike Shepard here, Shoot Brothers. We're moving on to SmackDown Live, but first we have a little bit of trivia for you. Trivia. Okay, that's great, Mike. Listeners at home, you know what we do. Mike and I both have a couple little trivia questions. Sometimes they include multiple choice options, and sometimes they don't, depending on who's asking.
And however the hell we feel.
Yeah, that's right. Mike, do you want to kick off trivia this week?
Yeah. So this week, I'm going to be focusing on the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh,
so
yes.
Hope you brushed up.
Hope I brushed up.
So, first question here. Besides Michael Che and Colin Jost entering this year, what other non-wrestler has entered the Andre Battle Royal?
I think I know this.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it with a tad of not totally confident.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say, is it Michael Cole?
No, unfortunately.
Was Mike?
It is Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq.
O'Neal.
Was Michael Cole not in it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But yeah, Shaquille O'Neal. He was in it at WrestleMania 32. Shaq.
What?
He did not win,
did
of course.
Did he eliminate anybody or?
I think he might have got someone. I just remember. Yeah, he was there though. Shaq. So now SNL guys join the celebrity wing of the Andre the Giant. So there you go.
There you go.
One.
Maybe they can make the Hall of Fame like other celebrities such as Kid Rock and Donald Trump.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, Mike, first question for you. Elias this week was getting me. You know, it's going to be the biggest show of the year. Performing at WrestleMania has to be the biggest performance of the year. Regardless, fuck the Super Bowl. This is WrestleMania. Of course, WrestleMania, every single one, actually, since WrestleMania number 1, has started off with somebody singing America the Beautiful, followed by the national anthems, of course. However, Mike, who was the first person, or what was the first group to perform at WrestleMania that was not singing the national anthem or America the Beautiful? I don't need the WrestleMania number. I don't need just a group.
You just want the answer?
I just want the answer. Yeah.
The first group to perform. Does this okay. So is this, I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this. Does this mean perform an entrance, or just perform a song?
Yeah, to perform like a song.
So it could be an entrance or not an entrance, or is that too much?
It could be either.
I'm trying to think back. There's probably one earlier than the one I'm thinking of. I don't know. I'll just throw it out there. The D-Generation X Band.
D-Generation X Band is one of the people, but that's not right.
Okay.
No, they performed a long time ago. No, at WrestleMania 5, Run DMC performed the WrestleMania rap.
Yeah.
Of course. And
I wouldn't have thought of that, but I do remember the actual thing not being very good. But
and believe it or not, it wasn't until WrestleMania 11, so it wasn't until another 6 years did somebody else perform a song. So there you go. So it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen too often. It's happened a lot recently. since like WrestleMania 30 and onward, pretty much whoever has the theme song of WrestleMania gets to perform it in some kind of capacity.
Yeah. And then, maybe one of the wrestlers will get a special live.
Yeah,
as
like
well.
Shinsuke had that Nikki something, I forget her last name. She played the
That
one who plays
girl,
guitar. Yeah,
She's done a couple. Didn't she do like Ember Moons as well at a takeover?
Oh, that's cool. I
That
know.
might be a
I
different
didn't. No, you could be right.
Down, down, down.
Let's give me your second question there,
More
Mikey.
trivia. Yeah, more Andre the Giant Battle Royal. This one is multiple choice, but so here's the thing. So far, there have been five straight years of the Battle Royal.
Okay.
Three men have been in every single one. So I'm going to give you 4 men. One of them hasn't been in every single one. So you got to pick the one that has missed a Battle Royal. Okay?
Okay. I got it.
So 3 of these men have been in every one. You got to pick the one that hasn't.
Okay.
So your options are A, Gold Dust, B, Heath Slater, C, Fandango, and D, Titus O'Neil.
Now this is great because all 4 of these guys are pretty much are at the same level.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They're all
so
guys.
Who's the odd duck? I was very.
Oh my god! Like this is perfect. Like this is, yeah. You just usual suspected me, and I'm looking at Benicio. I'm looking at all the people on the lineup, and it might as well just have been any one of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, because I know they've had injuries recently, although I can't remember when, I'm gonna say Fandango.
No, sorry. But he will be missing this year. His streak will end this year.
Okay, I know he's been injured for a while. I couldn't remember when he started.
Yeah. No, it was a good guess.
Who is
good
it?
guess. So
It's
the
Heath Slater,
3
isn't it?
No, it's Titus O'Neil, the real deal Titus O'Neil. And the fun fact in between is, so he's been in 4 out of 5, and the only reason he missed WrestleMania 32 was due to being suspended for going off the script and yanking at Vince McMahon's arm when he walked by him after Daniel Bryan's retirement on Raw.
Really? Okay,
I don't know
wait.
if you ever saw the incident.
I have not, but I imagine that this is on
So, like,
YouTube or something.
Yeah. So at the end of Raw, like all the wrestlers come onto the ramp to like applaud Bryan.
Yeah.
For retiring. He's walking away, and Vince is out there. And as Vince is walking to the back, like it's a serious moment, Titus just like grabs Vince and yanks him in, like trying to joke around, and then Vince like punches him and walks away.
No kidding.
Apparently it was
Okay,
just-
so
yeah,
I'm
he
watching,
almost fired him
it
over.
right now. Daniel Bryan walks around the little corner. Okay, I think this video is now. Oh wait.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Oh, wait. Why did Titus grab Vince?
He was just being, I don't know, he just thought he was being playful, and I think he said afterwards, like, because Stephanie was with him, like, hey, let the lady walk in front. But Vince was like, you don't fuck around and do that when we're doing something.
Whoa!
He went off, he shouldn't have done it. He went off script, but yeah, he was suspended for like 60 days because of that. He missed his WrestleMania
You know what?
payday and his.
I have heard of the one where Vince, or he's walking through the backstage area for some reason, and then some dude's smiling, and then that guy
Yeah,
got fired.
Paul London.
I have heard
Yeah,
of
Paul.
that.
Well, yeah, anything like that, Vince does not like. Yeah, but that was what happened. That's the story of real deal Titus O'Neil and his WrestleMania Andre the Giant streak being ruined.
There you go. Let's
There
hope.
you
Let's
go.
hope.
Heath
Let's hope he
Slater.
gets back in it this year.
Yeah. So since Fandango's going, so Heath Slater and Goldust are the only ones that can continue on the legacy. We haven't seen Goldust in a while.
It's true.
So it might be
Oh,
Heath
shit.
Slater's year, baby.
Baby. Okay, Mike.
He also he did Baby as well before Adam Cole.
Who did?
Heath Slater.
He did Baby,
He used to, yeah, but no.
but he didn't do it
well,
as.
more
I bet he
low-key.
didn't do it as well.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, I bet he didn't. Okay.
On to the blue brand.
No, I still have one question
got
for
some-
you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Mike, no,
Yes.
your final question is apropos to Beat the Clock challenges, which is pretty fun. So, including last night, there has been 9 Beat the Clock challenges.
Really? I feel like okay. That doesn't seem like a lot.
That's correct. The first happened on December 26th, 2005 on a Monday Night Raw, and Mike, the winner was who? Whom? Yeah.
The first ever Beat the Clock. I'm gonna go something kind of unexpected. I'm gonna say Shelton Benjamin.
Wrong. It was Kane. However, Shelton Benjamin was in the first ever Beat the Clock match.
Actually, wait, he lost to Shawn Michaels, didn't he?
Kane defeated.
No, I mean Shelton lost to Shawn Michaels, right? Anyway,
no. Okay, so Kane won the match by defeating the Heartthrobs. Shelton Benjamin didn't eliminate anybody or didn't beat anybody. No.
Okay, maybe I'm just thinking of some different thing. Anyways, I was wrong.
No, you're thinking of something. I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking of. A lot of
wrestling memories.
But anyways, Kane won the first ever Beat the Clock challenge. Out of the 9 total, here's your little fun fact, though. Out of the 9, John Cena and Rey Mysterio have both won 2. So they are almost they're about 50% of the winners are those 2 guys.
All right.
There's
your Beat the Clock history.
There's your Beat the Clock history. Now time to move on to the blue brand, where life makes sense and dreams come true. That is right.
Believe. The power of positivity.
The power
can
of
prevail.
positivity courses through our veins. Will Kofi make it?
Yeah.
When will this all be too much for us to handle?
We're running out of time. We got to get this shit.
They're running out of time. Are there women on this show? I don't know. Let's find out.
There was supposed to be. New Day's running out of patience, so here they come. They come out to start the show. Lots of Kofi chants right away, as we've expected. New Day, they want to be... Oh, yeah. Kofi Mania is running wild. The New Day, they want to be serious, though, for a moment. They talk about the emotional roller coaster of the past few months and the whole 5-year journey of the New Day they've been on, from New Day sucks to New Day rocks, and you know how great it's been. But Big E says him and Xavier, they discussed walking away from the company after all that's happened to Kofi, and they hype up Kofi some more, says he does not know the word quit, but they need to make a decision, and they can't until they get those answers from Mr. McMahon, so they call him out face to face. So he comes out, and just as Vince is about to speak, Daniel Bryan interrupts with Rowan. And Rowan's heavy metal band shirt of the week is Children of Bodom.
Cool.
I like how every week he just gets to... They just let him wear whatever the fuck he wants, I guess.
There you go.
A whole collection
Why not?
of metal shirts.
It's got to look.
One week I just wanted to see it just wear like a Miley Cyrus or Taylor Swift just to throw people off.
See if somebody notices.
But Bryan says, let the New Day quit. Don't waste your time with them. They're a stale novelty act. And then one of my favorite lines, Bryan says, if you want to call up 3 guys from NXT and call them Fresh Afternoon. Which is a pretty cool name, actually.
Fresh Afternoon, yeah.
New Day, Fresh Afternoon.
That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad. So, anyways,
and then they'll throw waffles into the crowd.
Not pancakes. Yeah, it's the feud. It's going to be the feud of the year. Just wait. Vince McMahon decides, let's put all this childish shit behind us.
Shut up,
everybody! Shut up. Because we are getting a tag team gauntlet match between the New Day and an undetermined amount of competitors. If the New Day are able to run the gauntlet, then Kofi makes it. Let's see if this team is also a B+ team.
Yeah, so Kofi, your band, it's up to your buddies, Xavier and Big E. They got X and E. They got to do it for you.
They got to do it for you. Let's hope if they can. That will be coming up later in the night.
Mm-hmm. But we had this new girl, Backstage Blonde. I don't know her name.
I thought she also looked new to me. Backstage Blonde, of course.
I have not learned. I know Kayla Braxton. I know Charlie Caruso. But sorry, Blondie. We'll get you in there.
We'll get you in there. You know, does it have to be a woman? I mean, I don't.
They had. Didn't Tom Phillips
used to do it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we get a hot guy back there. Maybe.
I know. Mean Gene was the greatest of all time.
Exactly.
We need another Mean Gene.
Let's get some old bald man. Imagine there's just some
with
new
liver spotted,
some new old bald man with a mustache like that we've never seen before. Just suddenly it's like, hello there,
like ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm talking to the Iconics. Like, who the fuck is this guy?
But she talks about the main event of Mania and how Becky brings the people. Oh yeah, Becky's there.
Did I forget to tell you Becky's there?
She talks about the main event, how she brings the people. Ronda brings a title, but what does Charlotte bring to the match? So Charlotte, she comes out on stage to cut a promo about what Becky just said, and she's ready to have a match. But so Asuka comes out, and Charlotte's there, and right before the match, it's announced that this is for the title.
What? A
So
title
what
match.
the fuck's going on? This is a swerve, and as soon as this happened, I'm like, oh, something's gonna happen.
Something's
They're
going
doing- something's
to
gonna happen.
happen, of course. Asuka and Charlotte have a rematch of what was their, I guess this was the same title match at WrestleMania last year. So almost about a year.
Actually, I actually think I might have liked this one better. Maybe I don't know. It was a good match.
This was great. This helped prove that there's sort of like the women's division has these two rankings of kind of in-ring performers, right? Well, even like this happened later. You know what? There was another great match later on in the night, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, no, the tag match. Anyways, so this was a great back and forth. There was like this one spot of both of them trying to get their locks in there.
Yeah,
And it would be like it would go figure eight, then like Asuka would hit Charlotte out of it, and then Asuka would go for the lock, and then Charlotte would kick her out of it. And they kind of like did that.
Charlotte hit that sweet looking Spanish fly from the top rope as well on
Yeah.
Asuka. That was awesome.
Also,
But lots of no, sorry.
No. It was a great match, which ended up with Asuka tapping out to the figure eight. Which
which I don't know
means
what
that we
Asuka
got-
did here. Her foot was all twisted. Like it looked more like I don't know if she's double jointed or
It
if
looked
she
pretty
slid her
good.
foot back in her boot, but it looked better than the regular.
Ooh,
But-
that's a good trick if you pull your foot back.
yeah,
A little bit.
a little. But
Whatever she did,
Yeah, she
Charlotte's
taps
the new
out.
champion. Charlotte is the new champion.
Fucking Charlotte.
8-time women's champion. I think
That's a record.
she sets the record for. She's won the
Yeah.
most women's championships.
yeah, she's gonna win 16. They're gonna make her do her father thing. Probably more.
Oh, but when it's all said and done, yeah, she will be.
Yeah.
She will be.
She averages more than one per year. So
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. Those are pretty good fucking
that's definitely
odds, by the way. But this is
so fucking Charlotte.
This is insane. What does this do to
I
the
don't know.
women's division?
We do not know what this does for WrestleMania because she's still in the main event match. But what about that SmackDown's title? Like we were supposed to get a Fatal 4-Way tonight, number 1 contender match. That didn't happen. So poor Sonya, Mandy, Naomi, Carmella, they don't even get to fight for the chance.
Pretty much the entirety of the rest of the division. I mean, I think the best we'll get to see are all of like the entire main roster in that women's battle royal, and just kind of hope for the best.
So do you think Charlotte defends the title in the main event match and it's a double title match, or do you think she doesn't defend the title at all, or do you think she wrestles twice that night?
God,
Because this whole title, it didn't seem like it was necessary. I feel like this could have happened after WrestleMania if they want Charlotte to be the SmackDown's champ for a while.
unless
Because she can't win at WrestleMania in the triple threat.
I mean, unless this becomes a double championship match, if they're looking towards unifying championships, maybe
Yeah,
I don't know why they
if
would. I don't know why they would.
No, me neither. It's a confusing title change at this time, but I don't know. Maybe they have a plan.
I mean, if they have a plan to maybe make the women's division more fluid in that way, have one championship, a tag, and then like a mid card belt that all the women float around. I mean, I really don't know unless or this is gonna something's gonna happen on Raw next week or SmackDown next week rather.
Yeah,
And maybe Steph will hop in there, but it's definitely going to be addressed. Who knows? Maybe
they got to do something. I feel bad for Asuka. She had a WrestleMania title match, and now she's not even on the card at the moment.
Well, I feel bad for the entire SmackDown women's division.
That's true
I
too.
mean, we
Yeah.
hadn't-
The Sonya, Mandy, like all these guys that had a chance to fight for it.
And not only does the belt go in and out of us even seeing it in the fucking first place, but then it goes in and out of legit contenders, right? That being said, though, I mean, maybe someone did take a look at the fact that we will have 32 matches on the card and thought to themselves, maybe we should just get rid of one. Maybe this was the easiest way to get rid of a title belt instead of like faking an injury or something. I don't know. We will see what happens with this match, though. Maybe Becky will end up holding both in her hands.
Yeah. I mean, either way, as long as Becky still wins, it's just kind of a weird look.
Well,
having Charlotte win the title and then lose at Mania and then come out still the champion for SmackDown.
But I mean, another question. That
why couldn't they have done this match the day after Raw, or the day, the SmackDown after Mania, have this exact match? But
that's a good point. This does lead me to believe, though, or lead me to wonder, with all the cross branding that's been going on. Like, okay, so post Mania, the day after Mania, it's Monday night. So Becky is now on Raw.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte is now on wherever the
Well, I'm assuming Charlotte has the SmackDown title.
wherever
She'll
the
be
fuck
on
she
SmackDown.
wants to be. But I mean, I mean, I definitely don't think if Ronda's going to take some time aside to be with her family and stuff like that. Like, I don't think Charlotte and Becky are over. Like, I don't think they're done yet.
No, well, I mean, they'll never be
They'll
fully
never be done
but-
until we get them back on the same
But if
brand.
they wanna
and
split
this is
them-
where I'm curious again, right? It's all
Yeah. But it probably would be a good idea to split them up after this year.
for a little bit. Yeah, have Charlotte fucking build SmackDown the way that she built Raw, and then
Or not have her as the champion all the time. That'd be fine with me.
or that too. I mean,
Get
who
some
knows?
Asukas and Ember Moon.
Well, but I mean, when
Kairi Sane.
when we give the belt to Asuka, this is what happens to it.
No,
I mean, could
either.
we really say that on another person, the result would have been any different
Charlotte's gonna win the belt 2 or 3 more times before the end of the year. And,
before the end of the year? So yeah, we'll see where this goes. But again, you don't need to overcomplicate.
It's definitely a
this story.
swerve that we didn't see coming on that title change. Yeah, on the fast lane, on the road to WrestleMania, there's swerves. But
Some rocky.
we stay on the road.
There's some rocky cliffs. Also,
some
you might
potholes,
fall
yeah,
off.
There's some unfinished roads. But up next, for the last time ever, Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. In what city? I don't know.
For the last in some city. A little bonus trivia question though, or more bonus fact that was going to be trivia, and then I realized it was way too difficult for us to think that. The question was going to be, how many times have AJ Styles and Kurt Angle been in a match for a championship? And then I was like, oh, okay, fun. But it was all Impact Wrestling, all in the mid-2000s. So, but it has happened 3 times before.
3 times?
These guys have
Okay,
met up
yeah.
3 times in title matches, and Angle has won 2, and AJ Styles has won 1. So
Cool. Yeah, they shake hands, they embrace before the match. They wrestle for a little bit, and the crowd's enjoying it, but Orton comes out, and he RKO Styles, and he stomps him, so he ruins the match, but Angle gives him an Angle slam to save AJ. But yeah, so we didn't really get much of a match, but kept both men looking strong. They didn't have to get beat.
yeah, exactly. And I think Maybe Kurt Angle going 2 nights in a row.
Yeah,
That's probably also kind of tough. So I gave him that one. I gave him that as a gimme. It was good.
Yeah.
And who knows
think-
what's going to happen in this AJ Randy match too
Yeah. I think they already announced Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio for Raw
next week.
next week.
Okay,
That's
cool.
That's his Raw opponent. So there you go. We get a quick announcement that Joan Jett will be performing Ronda Rousey's intro at Mania. So,
I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. That's a big moment for Ronda, and
I guess.
Yeah,
What's weird to
I don't
me
know, I think it's
though
cool.
is why did they get that seems like something that Ronda wouldn't give a fuck about, right? Because she thinks the
I don't
whole.
know. I think she
thinks the-
specifically wanted, she always wanted this as her intro.
No. I don't
Like, she used
mean
it in
I don't
UFC.
mean Ronda Rousey the person. I mean
Oh,
the character that we've
the
seen.
character.
Like her. Well, she's so I don't give a fuck. That
She
and
still
this
likes
is a
things.
joke, and this is like I feel like her answer. If Vince is like, "Hey, Ronda, we got Joan Jett to play your
No,
theme,"
maybe she's the one that said
she would
it.
go like,
she's like,
"What?"
I'm not
She
going
would-
out there unless I have Joan Jett personally sing me out there. You fucking old man.
Maybe unless
I'll grab you by the balls and break them. Unless I get Joan Jett.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is the other possibility that she says, "Hey,
I don't know. That's-
you have so much money and you're so stupid. I'm gonna make you spend millions on Joan Jett." Unless
Yeah, I
that
want you
is
to
her
fly in a
approach.
rock star. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with.
That's what you're going with, okay? Because
Yeah.
that's the
I mean, this is all just us writing story, filling in the blanks.
well, that's the only way. I mean, when they don't paint it out, when they don't paint it out for you, we have to fill in the blanks
Yeah.
somehow.
I'd love to see fucking Becky's theme performed live. That'd be great on guitar. Whoa.
Is that
Crowd go,
CFO
"Whoa."
dollar sign that does that?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, they at least write the music part. I don't know if they sing the singing.
yeah, maybe
but,
they
get the
outsource
people come
that.
out there and hey. I mean, the crowd's gonna do that anyways. But I love Becky's theme song. Such a good song.
Coming up next, we had a Miz promo.
Yeah, chance of Miz is awesome right away. So yeah, his babyface run, he's officially over. Talks about Mania,
This is
ripping
working.
Shane
This is
apart.
working. He talks about
It's working.
just what he did to my dad. You don't do that to my family. Before long enough, though, a security detail comes running out from
Yeah.
backstage down the ramp, followed by members of Sanity. Someone who I didn't recognize at all.
One of the Epicos was in there.
Okay, I've never heard of
Primo.
that.
Or wait, no, one of the Colon. Primo or Epico Colon.
Okay, who are they?
Yeah, they're a tag team that get like nose cream. They're like pretty much the Ascension level.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them before, including Shelton Benjamin. They all come in for.
Right before that, Miz suggested that they make it a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and then Shane says Miz must be as dumb as his father looks, and he puts up a big picture of Miz's dad to mock him.
Yeah.
They just Miz's dad. They just put a beating on this guy.
Yeah, poor Miz.
Like, oh, you little potato face, you frumpy old fucking man.
I hope Miz's dad is getting fairly well financially compensated for this,
man,
because he's doing a lot of work.
The big payoff has to be George just knocking Shane out at Mania. Like after the match, he just gets up, and boom! Gives Shane one good punch, and the crowd goes nuts.
That would be great.
But yeah, Shane accepts the stipulation, the Falls Count Anywhere, and then he says that the biggest mistake of his dad's life was when he impregnated your mother.
Woo!
And that was the breaking point for Miz. He goes out, fucking fights off all the security goons, and then he fights off Shelton and Epico, and then Sanity swarm in, and they beat him up, but he fights back and he knocks them off. So Shane fucking just took out like 10 men on his own. And Shane just watches on as Miz, single-handedly
takes out all of these guys.
10 men.
This was the right decision to give this match a good stip. That way these guys can sort of brawl out all around MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, they'll go somewhere. Shane will find something to jump off of or fall off of.
I was just about to say, this almost guarantees that he will be falling off of something huge.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. I mean, yeah, it'll be a fun match. The crowd will be happy to see Miz beat Shane's ass.
100%. Miz is going to get over. He's doing whether he's face or heel. Miz can do it.
Yeah, he's great. Crowd respects him, so they love him.
We're coming up to the main event of the evening, though, the Gauntlet.
Yeah, another Gauntlet.
Is this our third Gauntlet in a row to end SmackDown?
Not in a row, but
2 in 3
third,
weeks,
like, within
maybe,
a month,
or
5.
a small amount of time.
That's a lot, but they've all been good. So
exactly. The New Day has gotten a lot of screen time in the last they've been they've been the main thing on SmackDown. Yeah, of course.
The main feud.
This is he's top face on this brand, right? We of course, I think Vince McMahon comes out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. No. That happened at the beginning of the night, right? So
there was a quick promo backstage about the big news that the Iconics will be competing in the women's tag titles match. So yeah, they promised that this year's Mania will be iconic. So there you go. Got to get my girls in there.
There you go. Got to get someone from SmackDown on the Interbrand championship match.
Iconic. Yeah.
So they have 2 Raw teams, 1 SmackDown team, and somebody who's retired. That's the best they could figure out for this tag match. Okay, and Natalya. With Kofi backstage, Big E and Xavier Woods are kicking off the Gauntlet. They got to run the Gauntlet, and the first team to come out is the team of Gallows and Anderson, who we haven't seen in a long time. I've heard that they're gone pretty soon.
Yeah, I heard that they recently turned down a multi-year contract worth pretty good money. So
AEW, AEW, maybe back in New Japan. Big E and Xavier Woods kind of let go of these guys pretty quick with the up, down.
Up, down. Yeah, early pin. Backstage babyface crew this week: Kofi, Becky, Rey Mysterio, Hardy Boys.
Yeah, I love that. I love. That was fun. It kept getting bigger.
Keeps growing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it gets bigger. It gets bigger throughout. I wish there was a way that we could just see more of them, or maybe hear it, because I bet Kevin Owens says some pretty funny shit.
Oh yeah.
Next up, coming out in the Gauntlet was Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. These guys went for a little while.
Longer.
Yep.
Yeah, they had a good, decent match. Truth and Carmella, Naomi, Nikki Cross. They're backstage now too. And Ali, now just Ali. Mustafa Ali's lost his Mustafa.
R.I.P. Mustafa.
Yeah, Asuka, Miz, they're backstage as well. But yeah, decent match. These Nakamura, Rusev. Eventually, the New Day hit another up, down for the pin.
Coming up next, we had the Bar.
Yep. They try to just grind away on the New Day. They're in their 3rd straight match now. So eventually, Xavier gets the hot tag, takes out both the Bar, hits his little flip over the top rope, but the Bar gets back in control. Xavier sneaks out of a white noise and he rolls up Sheamus and gets the pin.
There's the pin. 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah. Kevin Owens and Ricochet are going nuts now as the newest members of the backstage crew.
I think I saw Aleister Black at this cut also.
Yeah, Black was there. Yeah. He's kind of funny. Just it's like weird seeing him smile sometimes when he smiles.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing,
because he's so serious.
Here's one other thing that some of the superstars back there, their in-ring attire lends better to just being seen in it. Like we just see Aleister Black in like his wrestling tights and a leather vest thing, which is weird, right? Because he's standing right beside Kevin Owens, who's kind of like his in-ring attire. Kevin Owens is kind of like more susceptible to just being seen in. It's really just a t-shirt and shorts. And so it looks kind of weird, especially like I think it was like Nikki Cross is wearing like a sweater and jeans beside Aleister Black. I just keep thinking that he's cold the whole time. I'm like, put on some pants or something. I don't know. Coming up next, we had the Usos.
Well, first, the Bar, they're sore losers. They beat up the New Day after.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
They pull a table out and they slam Big E through the table. So he's out. He's out.
The Bar been doing this a bunch lately.
And then we did get the Usos.
Then the Usos came out, which out of the SmackDown, they are the SmackDown champs right now. They are the best tag team on SmackDown. He comes out, and I think one of them, Jimmy, maybe.
Yeah,
Jimmy gets on the mic, and he has a lot of respect for the New Day. They've put on some fucking great matches,
some wars, great matches,
and says that because of that, they forfeit.
Yeah, they forfeit straight up. So big baby crowd pops huge for that. They know everyone knows that Kofi deserves a shot. Yeah. He already earned their respect and everyone in the locker room. So good luck, Oos.
Good luck, Oos.
They forfeit. Big baby face.
And in many places, this match did remind me of those incredible. It was probably like a year ago. Hell in a Cell a year ago.
Yeah, those great tag feuds.
Yeah, the Bar, Usos, and the New Day were just kind of all going back and forth with fantastic matches. And this very much had a lot of that storytelling in it for me, which was great. I loved it up until then. And then, of course, so the Usos, they forfeited their gun. So in the final match of the Gauntlet,
Brian's in his locker room. He freaks out, knocks over the TV.
And shit.
I just thought it was funny how just like, it was like a little brother, just Rowan just joined in and just starts throwing shit. Like, oh, we're throwing shit. Okay, just like okay, let's throw shit.
No, they have that like setup of like that comical setup of the Pinky and the Brain aspect, right?
Yeah.
Like the short guy and then the tall guy.
Short guy's
who just
the leader.
Goes, whatever you say, boss. And we'll just do whatever the short guy says.
I love it.
They have that same dynamic.
Like Brian will kick a can over, and then Rowan will go and kick the same can.
The same can. Or like he goes out of his way to find a second can just so he can kick it. So so that means our final tag match of the Gauntlet will be Daniel Bryan and Rowan.
Yeah,
by his side.
Beat the crap out of them. Beat the crap out of the New Day right away, inside, outside of the ring. They get back in the ring, but Big E fights back, and he's got a fire in his eyes, man.
As soon as he fucking takes that, or as soon as he takes
shoulder
these shoulder sleeves off, it's like, oh shit, something's actually gonna happen right now.
Yeah, so they go back and forth. Eventually, Brian gets Rowan to clear the announce table. He goes for the Iron Claw on Xavier through the table, but he jumps out of the way, and they slam him into the ring post. Throw him over the table, and then they bury him underneath the table.
Bury him. They just tip the table on him.
They just tip it. I mean,
and Big E sold it. It looked so hard for him. He's like, ugh. Yeah, he's like, ugh. And the people behind the people like right behind the fucking barricade were going nuts. Just like, yeah, and everyone's going crazy. He sneaks back into the ring. The crowd's count was like half a second before the ref's count. I kept hoping that the ref would catch up to the crowd's count.
Yeah,
he starts
like,
1, 2, and then somewhere right around 6. It was sort of like the crowd is saying 6, and then the ref went 6, and then of course 10 happens. The 10
they reached
count.
the 10.
The new
Kofi's going to Mania.
The New Day win it for their bud Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, Kofi, he comes running out after the match. The three of them, they're hugging, they're jumping around, celebrating. Crowd's going nuts, chanting for Kofi. And then backstage, Vince McMahon, he's leaving in his limo. And then he's asked if Kofi's going to WrestleMania. Then Vince, he's finally, yes, he's going to WrestleMania. But the question is, can a B-plus player beat Bryan? So that's SmackDown goes off the air with New Day celebrating as the babyface, all the babyface comes out on stage and they celebrate. They surround the ring. Yeah, Kofi seemed very moved by it all. Great ending. That
was a great moment. If that didn't put a smile on your face, then then what are you doing? Why are you listening to this podcast? If that didn't put a smile on your face.
You could tell that some of those guys were so happy for Kofi. And Yeah, like Miz. I think Miz looked like he was gonna cry a bit. He just looked so happy.
Of course, right? I mean,
But,
these would like, and for all of them, right? I mean, we know Kofi's been here for 11 years. You know, like that's your coworker for the past decade, right?
Yeah,
Finally,
so the match is official. No more swerves. It's on WWE.com. They have the graphic. They have it on Wikipedia. They can't take it from us now. I mean, they can, but they can't.
but they won't.
He's got to win that title. You know, if I could only have 2 out of 3, it's got to be Becky and Kofi. I'll sacrifice Seth. I would love all 3.
Don't throw Seth to the dogs, to the beast.
This Kofi story's too good, and obviously I can never go against Becky. But no, I want all 3 to win. So yeah, I sacrifice Batista.
I'd sacrifice Batista. This was fantastic for everyone involved.
Yeah, great Gauntlet match, great ending, pretty great episode of SmackDown overall.
And this Kofi thing was just so organic. It just so happened.
Literally. Like at the Royal Rumble, this was not even a story.
At the Royal Rumble, Kofi was my surprise pick.
Yeah,
if you can
that
recall,
was,
that was my fucking absolute like wild card pick, and then build the feud off of New Day's consumerism and all this thing. Never did we think that this could have gone this far. Multiple gauntlets, a chamber.
Yeah, it wasn't until an injury for Mustafa Ali, like a week before the chamber.
I mean, it makes you
like
think: was
middle of February.
Was this Mustafa Ali's push?
Yeah, I don't think he would have gone this far. I think the WrestleMania match would have been Bryan versus Kevin Owens if Kofi didn't get so hot.
Yeah, that's a good point. That also does make sense.
I think Ali would have just had a good match. Like Ali would have still looked good in the chamber, probably been the final 2. But then,
maybe they booked them the same. It's like, hey, Kofi, you're going to be last eliminated the way Mustafa Ali would have been last eliminated, and just we just went with it, right?
Yeah, since he's Kofi and the crowd love him so much, like, wow, this is a Mania program.
Just like immediately, and it's just so funny what can happen when you kind of listen to the fans.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, even the way you know this whole Becky story has started, like we cheered when she turned on Charlotte. Like we were stoked for that, right? Like of course everything building in its way with Ronda and the Survivor Series thing, you know, that all definitely happened. Mm-hmm. But you know, the start of the Becky train was kind of just what we wanted anyways, and the Kofi train.
No, that was another one where things just worked out. Like it wasn't exactly as they planned, but it worked out as the best. Like Becky was supposed to fight Ronda all the way back at Survivor Series, and that didn't happen. Yeah, the way the dominoes have fallen, and right now Seth Rollins might not be in the Universal. It might have been Rowan in the Universal title thing again if he hadn't gotten his thing, and so
it could.
The whole WrestleMania.
I mean, it could have been a whole. You know, I mean, if Brock was out, let's say Brock didn't win it back at Crown Royal. Or sorry, Crown Jewel.
Crown Royal. That's how it's said.
Which you know, and then who knows where the hell we even would have been, right? I mean, it's you take a guy like Kofi Kingston, you know, who's everyone loves, hard worker, has been great for years, and then just kind of put him in a place where let us be reminded. Like, oh yeah, this guy is sick. I do want him to win. Oh yeah, and then you're surprised, like what? He hasn't had a championship opportunity in 10 years. That's fucked. And then you're just kind of like, at least give the guy a chance. And like it just builds so easily from there as soon as that happens.
Yeah, man, Kofi Mania. I mean, it's one of the easiest matches to book on the show. Give him the big win. Send everyone home happy.
So great. It's so great. It's so great. Okay, and that was the review of the Blue Brand. Of course, next week will be our go home shows for both.
Yeah, everything's wrapping up.
Wrapping up.
Yeah, I don't know. By the time this episode's out, NXT will have happened.
Yes.
You know who wins the Dusty Road Classic?
Nope.
Okay, do you want me to tell you or no?
Sure.
Okay, Black and Ricochet have won this year's Dusty Rhodes Classic.
Congratulations,
Black and Ricochet. They defeated the Forgotten Sons, so Black and Ricochet will face the War Raiders at TakeOver New York, which we will preview next week.
And that is also for a belt?
Yeah, so I think
you win the
Black and
belt
Ricochet could
and
do
the
double
trophy.
duty. Well, they won the trophy, yeah.
Oh, right.
So the trophy gives them a title shot.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think they could wrestle on both TakeOver and WrestleMania, Black and Ricochet. Pull double duty that weekend.
double title duty, maybe?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't see them winning the tag NXT titles if they're going to be on the main roster.
That's a good point.
But
The
we'll
War
see.
Raiders are still there.
We'll see. That was my quick NXT note for the week.
Quick NXT note for the week. Okay, Mike. We're winding down the time here in the show. We have time for 2 more segments. The first of which is when we like to take a look at the world inside and outside of wrestling. When we put something over. Okay, Mike, so what's getting over this week? What you got?
Okay, so this is just a small clip from this week's SmackDown. I'm going to try to play it here. I'm going to let it play 2 or 3 times just for fun. This is what I'm putting over.
Okay, so to do that, you need to go to share screen.
No, I got this.
Okay, you got it.
I got it playing through my phone.
Oh, you're doing phone up to the mic?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You're gonna quit. Why are you gonna quit? You're gonna quit. Quit. You're gonna quit. Why are you gonna quit? You're gonna quit. Quit. You're gonna quit. Why are you gonna quit?
And that is what I'm putting over.
What am I listening to? Was that just Vince McMahon going, "You gonna quit"?
That was it from this week. Yeah, he's talking to me. You gonna quit? You gonna quit? I don't know. I just thought it was hilarious. I don't know how well it picked up. I can send you the direct clip.
No, I no. That was 100% Vince. That was 100% Vince McMahon.
You gonna quit? Yeah, just him egging them on. Yeah. So that's what I'm putting over. The funny.
That's what you're putting over. Way to go.
It's
Way to
what
go,
it is.
Vince
Yeah,
McMahon.
we can put over whatever the hell we want.
We can put over whatever the hell we want. This week I'm going to put over. Okay, Mike. Of course, as you know, it's March Madness, which is the college basketball tournament.
Yeah.
Of course. So in the first round, no, I think it was in the second round. Ja Morant was eliminated from Murray State. He is he's considered a top 3 draft pick in this year's draft. He's the first player since 1983 to average 20 points and 10 assists a game in college. Super talented, but before the tournament started, he told reporters that they have 3 wrestling belts in their locker room. They won the regular season championship, they won the OVC championship, and now we're looking to win the national championship. So it's great to see a WWE fan out there in college sports.
Hell yeah.
So keep your eye on Ja Morant because he's going to be a monster in the major leagues.
I dig it. And quick reminder from what I put over last week. Tonight is the airing of the Kenny Omega Man, a wrestling love story. Airing on TSN at 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
I'm sure you can find it online after the hour-long documentary. Yeah.
You'll have to try it out.
Kenny
You know
Omega.
what? I don't have cable, but there's
It'll definitely
there's
be posted
always a
online.
way. There's always a way.
Yeah. There's a Leaf game at that same time, so I won't be watching it live. But
Of course.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
Of course. Okay, Mike, we only have time for one more segment we like to do on the show, which is when we like to ask who our wrestler of the week was. So, Mike, who is your favorite wrestler?
It's the wrestler of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week.
Yes. This week, I got a double up.
What? This
Give
is
it to-
unheard of.
No, I got to do it, though. Xavier Woods and and Big E. Xavier and Big E, they did all the work this week. They got their man Kofi in. The New Day. You know, it's all about Kofi Mania right now, but X and E, you know, they help keep the ship afloat. So Xavier Woods and Big E, I'm giving you the wrestler of the week. Tag teams count. We're allowed.
Tag teams count. Sure. Yeah. Why
I'm
not?
saying.
Why not?
Why not? You know, people can tie for awards. In the NHL, if two players have the same amount of points, they both get the Art Ross trophy.
That's a good point. Can there be co-MVPs? Does that happen?
I don't think it's possible. I think the way the voting works, like a first place vote is worth 3 points. Like they probably make it so it can't happen. But who knows? Maybe it could. I don't know.
You know what, Mike? We're gonna double down. We got 4 wrestlers of the week because my wrestler of the week was the tag team of the New Day.
What? You can't do that.
I did it before. I did it before you though, and I was trying to give you heat.
It's all good. It's all good. We agree.
I was trying to give you some heat. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they ran the gauntlet. They as their brother did last week.
Yeah, they want this just as much as Kofi. Like for Kofi, they want.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
There'll be some tears at WrestleMania, man. They'll all be crying together. I'll be crying with them.
Well, you know, I'll be crying with them.
Good for Kofi.
Because Kofi might not win. Because who knows? Unless this is truly going to be the best wrestler.
New Day turns heel on him. Oh, that would be the worst decision.
Big E turns on
turns
Kofi.
heel at WrestleMania.
Like, I gave you everything. You were my friend. Smack.
You were booty.
Okay, Mike. That's all the time we got here for this week. Anything else you got to say before we call it quits?
No, this is our last. The next 2 weeks in a row are going to be really busy, really packed. So let's end this one while we can and get out of here.
Let's get out of here while we can, because we have a couple 4-hour shows coming up for you, right?
Yeah, serious. It's gonna be big.
Okay, good brother, good shoot.
Yes, good shoot. We'll see you next time.
See you next time, listeners. Okay, bye.
Zip.